YouTube, how's it going? So when I was younger, I used to love TV, and like when I was really young, it was the greatest thing, because you'd watch Reading Rainbow and Sesame Street and it was good times. But as I've gotten older, I found I've watched less and less. In high school, it was always The Simpsons and Family Guy and stuff like that. But now that I'm in college, I found I really don't watch much TV at all. At times I feel like I don't even have time for a movie, let alone to get involved in a TV show. And that's actually why I don't watch much TV, is because there's a lot of shows I'd like to see, but I don't want to get wrapped up in it to the point where, oh god, it's Wednesday, it's 7 o'clock, I've got to watch my show, and then I miss it because I've got something else going on, There are quite a few shows that I actually like to watch, but that I don't want to get so involved in. One has actually been out of production for a long time. I've always had a lot of people tell me I would really like the show Firefly. And Firefly only ran for one season, but I've got the season now. I own it. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. And that's one where it's kind of my own fault because, like I said, there's only one season of it, so I can't really get caught up in it. So I really need to get around and actually watch that. Another show that I'd really like to start watching, I've even had dreams about seeing the show, and in my dreams I loved it, is Doctor Who. Doctor Who is a British, I think it sounds like it's sci-fi fantasy about a time-traveling doctor. I don't think he's a doctor like a medical doctor, but I'm not sure, because like I said, I've never seen it. And it's been going on for a long time. They started it in like the 60s, and then they had a hiatus for a couple years, and they recently picked it back up. And from the sounds of things, it's the kind of show you can just pick up and start watching wherever you want. But I'm the kind of person who would want to go back to, maybe not to the 60s, because they've actually got a few years of the show that have been lost in the archives, from what I've heard. But I'd like to maybe start in the more recent seasons. I think it's 2006 or 2004, something like that, when they recently picked it back up, and start watching it from there. But again, it's like hour-long episodes, and I just feel like I don't have the time. It's been kind of funny because everyone in my family's been out of town. The lucky jerks got to go to a baseball game while I had work. But, so I've been home alone, and I don't usually watch TV, but I'm done reading all of my textbooks for my class, and I'm done with my video game for the summer, so I figured, well, why not watch some TV? So I got all, comfortable, got out my crocheting, and started watching TV and flipping around the channels, realizing that I couldn't find a thing on that I had either heard of, or that was interesting, or anything. I ended up watching part of both the first and second Lord of the Rings movie, my favorites, and, just a lot of channel flipping and trying to find something good and realizing that nothing really looked good. The one thing that did kind of crack me up is that, a lot of what was on TV yesterday, that is the 25th, were Christmas specials, and it took me a while to realize, oh yeah, July 25th, Christmas in July, except without all the commercialism, which is really nice. I suppose I watched more TV last year in college because my roommates, they watched a fair amount, and it was always usually on for background noise, but this year, this summer at least, it seems like it doesn't hold its appeal. I like watching movies, but, that's pretty much my extent. I don't like watching them on TV because you've got all the commercials. And the rest of the time I feel like, oh, I can't spare 2.5 hours for a movie. I can't get that involved in something. I've got other stuff to do. And then I sit around really bored. So it's kind of funny. So yeah, TV, it's good times. I feel really bad now for buying my new one. I wanted it, and I'm glad I have it because it's pretty and all. But hopefully I'll get more use out of it in the near future. Go ahead and watch Firefly, or start some Doctor Who, or rent a movie, anything. My name is Keps, and I approve this message.